Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around for a good one today. Today's topic is self-love is a hell of a drug. Anytime you love yourself, anytime you can do stuff by yourself, you don't really feel like you need an entourage. You don't need to be around a whole lot of people. You just enjoy life by yourself. It's cool. It's really exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like going to the movies, go to a festival, going to concerts, even going traveling. You know what I mean? So people go travel by themselves. They go locally, they go do long distance trips, they go out the country and stuff. And that's what it takes. It takes self love and self care within yourself because you can't really expect anybody to love you the way that you love yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel good about yourself, you feel miserable about yourself, you feel off balance, off beat, then can't expect nobody to come into your life and change that. You know what I'm saying? Everything starts with self. Self love is everything. You know what I mean? If you love yourself, it'll show, as far as your demeanor, how you treat other people, how you treat yourself. Your whole aura would be different. It would be bright and it would be joyful, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be very conscious and very aware of, loving yourself, having positive affirmations. I know some people do positive affirmation each and every day. They have different things, different write different quotes, different scriptures they read, just to start the day off with, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? Having self-love, self-care is wonderful, you know what I'm saying? That way you don't have to confuse yourself when you are out there dating people and they don't really have the right energy and stuff. You can stop it quickly. You can you know what? I don't mean it's good to have you, but I don't need you, you know what I'm saying? I can draw myself on myself. I'd be in the house alone, watching TV, watching a movie. Some guys play, video games or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta enjoy yourself, enjoy your company within yourself. You know what I'm saying? This ain't even talking about, those that desire to get married and stuff. Because like I said, you can't be by yourself. You can't be in your own company. You don't like to be by yourself. You don't want to read by yourself. You want to read the Audible by yourself. Then the other person is not gonna really fill that void. He or she might come in temporarily, but overall, that person cannot fill that void. So you have to always just be conscious and be very aware of, you loving yourself, you know what I'm saying? Taking long walks, going to the gym, doing exercises, you know what I'm saying? All that should be rewarding for yourself, you know what I'm saying? You find a partner that loves working out, very athletic as well too, and that's a bonus, you know what I'm saying? You love, traveling too, you like to go out the country. You find somebody that loves traveling too, that's a bonus, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, everything should be a bonus in your life. You should be a bonus to somebody else. Anything else is extra. So you go down to just like I say for myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person I'll be amongst people, but me personally, I just like being alone, you know what I'm saying? I can be alone, isolate myself, but you know what I'm saying? I also like being with family. I'm also a family man, so I like being with family, extended family. So it don't really matter. Like I said, I play both, either role, you know what I'm saying? But I could be alone, watch a movie, chill, watch football, watch basketball, whatever, just chill. You know what I'm saying? Just relax, you know what I'm saying? Go work out by myself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a day, you just breaking off, just you by yourself, not just like y'all separated, but sometimes, you gotta kind of figure out who you are, reevaluate who you are, because sometimes when you get married or sometimes you get into a relationship, you kind of lose yourself. And that's one way, not losing yourself, kind of like knowing who you are, knowing what you like, your likes and dislikes are. So like I said, self-love is everything, you know what I'm saying? How you speaking to yourself, how you treating other people, A lot of people, they can pour into so many people and they're not pouring into themselves. Like getting massages, you know what I'm saying? That's big too. Get a nice little massage, Like I said, going and getting a massage, that's always big too. You know what I mean? Getting a massage, get your feet done, hair done. It's always big, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I say getting my haircut, that's always good for me. Like I said, I always just feel refreshed, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So, that's it. Self-love is, like I said, it's a hell of a drug. And like I said, you definitely take self. You trying to be married, you trying to get into a relationship, it starts with self. Because anybody else come to your life, want to disturb that, give them the pink slip. Exit left out your life. Because you don't need all that toxic, you don't need all the confusion. You're going to bring more pain and more hard than good. And I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I really got to say about this topic. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel for more content. Until next time out, Coach JC.